Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel. I'm Delilah Rose. This is Delilah's Spiritual Spot, coming with your weekly reading for June 7th to 13th, 2021. We're going to jump right into it and pull some oracle cards here for your overarching messages. Let's see. We have Aries, be open to discovery. And then we also have it is what it is. I think these two messages go very well together, and I'll tell you why. Let's talk numerology. We have 6, and then we have 3, 4, which add to us 7. So this is consecutive things we're looking at, right? It is what it is, right? Opening to discovery. What is it that you're trying to discover? It may be something you cannot change. It may be it is what it is. So just because we're discovering and we're open to things doesn't mean we can manipulate or change situations. And I think that's what they want me to focus on. The fact that you can't change certain situations. Let's get into it with my Light Seers tarot cards. And I pulled 3 cards. If you're new to my channel, subconscious, conscious, and advice from spirit. I clarify and then I clarify again. Please also take this opportunity to like, share, and comment. Also, please give me a thumbs up. It works great for my metrics. It gets me out there. Yeah, it just gets me out there. Thank you so much. So let's just jump into it. 2 of Cups in our subconscious. 5 of Swords in our conscious, or what's happening now. Inner advice / outcome, we do have the Sun. You have the Page of Cups, clarifying that 2 of Cups. You have the 5 of Cups, double 5s, clarifying the 5 of Swords. And you have the Hangman, clarifying the Sun. We have consecutive numbers here, so things becoming clear, like getting information and understanding it is what it is, right? Sometimes you be open to the information and discovery, but sometimes there's nothing deeper. Sometimes it's just surface level. Because we have the 2 of Cups here, I think that this has to do with people who are breaking up, Aries, or ending a relationship and just accepting that the relationship is over, right? You may want to discover, be open to discovering, but it is what it is at the same time, right? Sometimes we want to know why, we want to know how, we want to know with who, and at the end of the day, do you really want that information? And if you do, it's not going to change the outcome. It's not going to give the closure you need. You have the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck, and this speaks to emotional balance, right? And this is important because we have a relationship. So we do have a relationship here, 2 of Cups, and this is also clarified here by the Page of Cups. This is someone who's emotionally immature, because it's giving me reverse vibes. It's a little bit selfish and a little bit manipulative with their emotions. So they emotionally manipulate you and abuse you. So we want to be careful with this person in your life. And this could represent any number of relationships: your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your lover. This is what's plaguing you at night in your deep thoughts. In our current position here, you do have the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords is all about abusive relationships. So even in your waking state, this is what you're dealing with. And emotionally, it could be physical, but I'm leaning towards the emotional side. Emotionally abusive people in your life, whoever this 2 of Cups represents. And it's basically stressing you out. If we take a look at this picture, this guy has like a headache. He also has that bird on his shoulder, right? That bird is tending to him. That bird is warning him. Like, that bird is, think of that bird as your instinct, right? Warning you against what's happening here. Clarified here by the 5 of Cups. Don't spend too much time And grief. Don't spend too much time thinking about the abandonment emotionally or physically, because we have to close this chapter, right? And don't find closure with the other person. Find closure for yourself. And that means maybe not discovering anything, maybe not asking certain questions, maybe it's just walking away and making it right in your mind. You know, as humans, we always want to have closure. I think that's always a loaded word, right? Because the person who is emotionally manipulative, you know, who's a little bit narcissistic, it's not going to give you what you need, because they're wrapped up in themselves and protecting themselves and bringing it back to them. But I feel, but I want, but you didn't do this. They won't accept responsibility. And so it is what it is. Try to find the joy in your life. If you accept, right? If we have that acceptance, if we get emotionally balanced, we do have the sun here, right? So you can be joyful again. You can find your mojo, you know, your success, your happiness. It's all about perspectives again, with the hangman being present. Don't worry so much about finding out what the other person was thinking or feeling. Try to focus on yourself areas and finding that emotional balance and closure for yourself. Yeah, don't seek it elsewhere. Let's clarify further. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups here. See, this is you, Aries. Male or female, you're at your top maturity level here emotionally. You're ready for commitment. You know, you're ready to be treated like a king or queen. You know, this other person is not there. They're not there emotionally. They're not there mentally. Here's the Star card. This is the instinct I was talking to you about, right? With the Star card, you see they're drawing from the well here. It's hope. It's inner clarity. It's that bird. That's your own self speaking. That's your own instinct. It's you finding that inner clarity to move forward. And I would pay attention to that because it's important. And here we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, Nine of Pentacles are all about material success, but I think this is meaning you're going to be grounded in your emotional success. You're going to have success in moving forward and on from this drama. Let's take a look at the bottom of this deck. You see, yeah, High Priestess. Pay attention to your instinct in reference to what's going on, because it's very important for your emotional growth, for your mental well-being, if you find the closure that is needed. I do want to pull an animal spirit card just to see what we get. What spirit animal is walking with you at this time? And if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. I always respond, even if I'm not recording and uploading. I always check my messages. You have two. Slow and steady wins the race. Turtle spirit. And what did I talk about? Closure and communication, because you cannot communicate with a narcissistic person. Watch your words, right? Parrot spirit. You don't want to keep getting into a back and forth with a narcissistic person. It's just going to lead to a lot of frustration for yourself and a lot of going around in circles, which is going to lead you emotionally and mentally spent. Focus on yourself and bringing back the joy in your life areas. And I'm Delilah Rose, and this is Delilah's Spiritual Spot. Thank you for joining me.